Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the today's video, I am going to continue our last tutorial, and into the last tutorial you can see that we have created the complete login module. As you can see, here you can see that we have created the login servlet, and let me show you what we have created. The login module we have created, that is I am going to run the login.jsp page, as you can see, and here I am going to write username, user email and password, and after successful login you can see that the message is going to be appear here. You can see that like this, login successful, and after unsuccessful login also it get a message like same message is it get. So here you can see that, but that not we want. We should want that after successful login we should be redirect to the home page of our website. So for that purpose I am going to redirect it through the response, that is response dot send redirect method. Send redirect method is going to be used here. Into the response I am going to navigate to the index.jsp page, as you can see, which is the home page of our website that we are going to navigate. So let me run the program and let me see whether it is working or not. After successful login, as you can see, we are going to be navigated to you can see that home page of our website as you have seen into the demo video. So let me log in here, and when I log in to the successfully login, you can see that we have redirected to the home page of our website, as you can see. Now you can see that we have after successful login we are navigated to that, but when login fail, you can see that it says that message. You can see that it says only the text message, that you can see that not a good message, as you can see it not looks good. So for that purpose I am going to create a message entity, that is alert box as a message I am going to create. So let me create a message entity, then I will be explaining you. uh, that is I am going to create a message class, and I am going to create some variable, that is first variable that I am going to create is that is message content, that is whatever the content into the message. And second one is message type, that is what the type of the message is. And third one is, you can see that which is the css class, that is to the alert box. You can see that according to the message, alert box is going to be you can see that appear, so that I am going to do that. So as we have created the entity in the same way, I am going to create the constructor of that message, and similar way I am going to create the getters and setters also for the fields which we have declared here. So click on generate, and here you can see that we have successfully created the message entity, as you can see, for the beautiful message that we can give by making use of this after successful login, and also if the login fails. Okay, so to logic is, you can see that after unsuccessful login, you can see that I am going to create the object of the message. You can see that message object I have to create here, and here I am going to write the message content, and you can see that message type, that is after unsuccessful login it will be the error message that you can see. And let me write here, it is a error message, the error type of message, as you can see. And css class which I am going to use to the alert box, let you know into the further you can see that further tutorial what is alert box and all. So let me now that value, message value, I am going to send to the session, that is session object. I am going to request the session, and I am going to set the value to the session as a message. That a message is a name to the session, you can say that, and to the session I am going to send the object of that message class that we have created. So you can see that I have to redirect it to login page. You can see that after unsuccessful login, as you can see, and here also, here only I have to return the message. So here I have accepted the that is session value, that is by get attribute method, and that session value I am going to store into the object of the, you can see that instance of that message class that we have created. So here I am going to write logic that if that message instance is got nothing, that is there is no message value that we got into the session. So if we don't got, and if here you can see that alert box, you can see that I am going to add here. So go to the bootstrap, and here you can see that go to the alert, and just you have to copy that code here. If the message not equal to null, that is something value into that you can see that message object, something value can be got. So and here you can see that the here into the bootstrap class you can say that which is the alert primary which was there first, but here I have to write this particular CSS class. As you can see, as we have given, we have taken the message object, as you can see, and into the similar way I am going to get the CSS class whatever the, and here into the alert body I have to write the message, whatever message I got, that is the message also we have you can see that got from that session, that is m1.get content, that is it is the message content. As you can see, in this way you can see that I have completely created the how to get the message, and you can see that message by I have got here, and store it into the display it as alert box, as you can see. So let me you can see that let me run it first, then you will be understand very quickly. So restart the server. Yes, here you can see that after you can see that it going to be run. You can see that after unsuccessful login I have given the message box. So let me write email ID and password which is not, you can see that yet registered, and yes, we have to redirect it to the login.jsp page again after unsuccessful login. So that also I have written here, and let me create an unsuccessful login here so that I can understand my code is run or not. Here you can see that it says that no user found, and a beautiful alert box you can see that of the bootstrap alert box that we have configured here, as you can see. Now after the, you can see that it is alert box, that is after that value, after we got the hearings and after we got the message from the servlet, we have to be delete it also. So that's why I am going to remove the attribute from the session after getting it. You can see that below session dot remove attribute, that is alert box get also be removed after the refreshing the page. As you can see, I refresh the page, and you can see that the alert box is going to go on only, it only, you can see that it only appears at once, as you can see, and after successful login you can see that it will be navigated to home page. That is now here you can see that after you can see that successful login, here you can see that we have to create the session of the user object, that is session of the user. So let me, you can see that let me log in here with wrong details. As you can see, it says that no user found, and but you can see that here after successfully login, here you can see that it says that login successful message, here it says that. So actually that I have written here, yes, I think I delete it. Now into the else part I have to response.send redirect to you can see that first before that after successful login into the else part I am going to create a session of the I'm going to accept the session, that is I'm going to create the session of the user which is currently logged in. So for that purpose, to the session I have given the value, that is current user, which is the session name, and what to give that session to you have to give the user type variable you have to give to that session. So how do you do that? You can say that user whatever we got from that method get user by email id and password, that object you have to send, and then you can see that then you have to redirect to the home page. As you can see, response dot send redirect index.jsp page, you have to you can see that you have to go after you can see that after adding this user session to creating the user value. Let me run this program, then you will be understand. So when I run the program, you can see that this is the you can see the login page is going to be appear in front of you as I run it. So here you can see that I'm going to log into the system, and you can see that after successful login, you can see that we have successfully logged into the system. As you can see, session value is going to be created, but you can see that into the navigation bar there is still login or register link is there, but we have to change it to the dynamic link. That is, if the user already logged in, it should be the log out, you can see the link. So for that purpose I am going to go to the navigation bar navbar.jsp page which we have created, and into this page we are going to accept the you can say current user session. Into this page we are going to accept which we have created the, as you can see, which we have created the session of the current user that we are getting here. So it is session.get attribute, which the attribute name which we are given here is current user, that attribute name, and that I have to store into the user type variable. Here you can see that I have to typecast it to the user type variable so that we can get it. So you can see that now we got the user type variable, we got the session of the user and store it into the user entity. Now here I have to check if that user object is null, that is user is not logged into the system. So into that case we have to state that same link. As you can see, login or register, that same link we have to, but into the else part, into the else you can see that is user is already logged in, we have to change the link. As you can see, so just copy and paste above li, which is link, you can see that, and into that you have to given as a log out link, that is here you have to write a log out, and into the another link let me extract the value of the extract the username from that session, that is that object, you can see that. So here I have written as u dot, which I have created the object u dot get username. As you can see, that value I am going to given here. So here you can see that and also not only that, after only logged into the system, user can be add the employee data, as you can see. So that also we will be going to do. So first of all, let me run this and let me see whether it is changing or not. Run on the server. As you can see here we have to log in first. So let me log in. You can see that let me log in to a system by successfully you can see that password and whatever it may be. So click on login button. When I do that, you can see that the dynamically you can see that it should be the change, but let me see what happening into the login.jsp page. You can see that again I'm going to run, restart the server. Yes, it is, and let me wait for some time, and it will again I have to log into the system. So let me log in, and and here you can see that in front of you the dynamicness of, you can see the navbar we have created got. So here the login register link get changed, and username also is appear as we have printed here. And you can see that after logout, you can see that we have to logged out to the session, that is we have to remove the current user value from the session. So for that purpose I am going to create a one logout.jsp page I am going to create, and onto that page I am going to add the logic of logout, you can, as you can see. So let me right click on my project, click on new, and click on new JSP page. I have to give one I have to take here, and I am going to give the name as logout.jsp page. And here into that page I am going to you can see that I am going to get the session, get the attribute, that is get the current user, as you can see from the session, that is session dot get attribute, and that attribute name is current user that I have got here. And then I will remove that current user from the session by writing the session dot remove attribute, that is same attribute, that is same current user I have to remove. So that I am going to write here, that is session dot remove attribute current user. And into the response I have to redirect it to the login page again, as you can see. So I am going to navigate it to into the response login.jsp. okay, so let me run the program, and let me click on that logout link. And when you can see that I am going to click on logout link, you can see that it going to be navigated to the login page. But here also you can see that we have to give the proper message, that is user logged out successfully, whatever so for that purpose I am going to create the message object. And as we have created into the you can say that into this video only. So okay, I have created the message object, and into the message object, as you can see, I have to given a message as logout successfully. And as this is a success message, that is logout successfully, and therefore type is success, and another success is for, you can see that alert CSS class, as you can see. So and now create the session, that is message you have to send na. So that I am going to create the session dot set attribute, and you can see that, and that session also you should accept that session, you can see that is going to be accepted into the login.jsp page, as you can see that we have set here is going to be accepted onto the login.jsp page. So now let me run our program, log into the system again, and then log out from the system, and then we see whether it is happen or not. Let me log into the system. Yes, we have logged into the system. Now when I click on logout button, as you can see the message boxes also get appear, and we are successfully logged out to the system also. So here you can see that that in this way we have created the logout module. Let me meet in the next video. Into the next video we will be continue this series.